Hey guys, it's OKB. I'm here with the Coffin community here for the stream roll. If you guys want to learn how, if you guys want to be notified all these streams, flash streams are just random streams. You guys can go for the roll requests here. Go to the description of this video. There's a link to the Coffin Hub community Discord, and then you can go to roll requests and ask for the stream roll just in roll requests, and then I'll notify you of streams in community effort, right? And once you do want to join us in streams, you can go to the Coffin Army text chat to type stuff. And if you want to hear what I'm saying, which you probably do, you can go to the Coffin Army voice channel here. All right. Okay. So Angel God of Konan has breakthroughs. How good is she? Should you get her to 4 stars? Because she is free second time, but the second time is more like a half. So this time we're getting like about 45 fragments of Angel God of Konan. I mean, this is the Firework Festival Optional Pack 3. However, the previous Firework Festivals, we also got this same pack. So this is like the first part, and this is the part 2. And there's a whole bunch of ninjas in here. Angel God of Konan is the best of them. However, other ninjas, if you don't want Angel God of Konan, is also decent. Wedding Hinata is good for defense, just overall. Swimsuit Minato is okay if you have some sort of plan to steal standard attacks with if you can cause low, that could work. Aside from that, he's kind of squishy, so he could die pretty easily. Third Red Kage has breakthroughs, and you're getting extra fragments of him, which is nice. But he does suppress super armor and all that stuff, but he only has super armor, and he can be affected by status effects. So it's a little bit weak there. If you have a fight between him and Angel God of Konan, I guess it's gonna come down to who's faster, right? But Angel God of Konan is still better with her breakthroughs. Edo Hanzo I think has breakthroughs, but even if he does, he just isn't as good. I don't. It could be just normal Hanzo or Edo Hanzo, hard to say. And Edo Nagato, well, you can get him from recruit, survival trial points. So I wouldn't recommend you getting him unless you really need him for Edo Madara. And that could.
Edo Hanzo does have breakthroughs.
What was that?
Sorry for interrupting. Edo Hanzo does have breakthroughs. I used him on my team once.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen his breakthroughs, but I remember judging his breakthroughs to just be decent, but not like top tier. Right. So, that's gonna be my recommendation. Angel God of Konan. If not, probably Wedding Hinata or Swimsuit Minato. If you have a team with that, you could have power. I guess you could go training potions too if you're just the type of guy who goes one ninja, increase critical rate injury, and just try to beat everyone with power and a decent ninja. You could go for training potions, right? But I really recommend ninjas on this one. Okay, that's the fireworks. So that's free. So how good is Angel God of Konan? What are her abilities, first of all? And also, I will say overall that Angel God of Konan as a support would be for Akatsuki members only. And that's over here. So Akatsuki members, it'll be a support for these Akatsuki members. Remember that Tendo Zobito, if you have him as a whale, is a Akatsuki member, so it is actually a pretty decent support there. Let's see, what else is there? Rinnegan Sasuke, no. I mean, these are all like second tiers and third tiers. Now Kisame, kind of okay. Yeah, you could buff up Kisame in like the versus the arena or Gunijur War or something like that. Good work. Nagato. Oh, this is only the ones with breakthroughs. Oops. Edo Itachi, kind of, but that's also support. Gunijur or Shimaru could work. That there could be some teams with that. Although you probably need 2 other ninjas that provide some sort of support for control. Just control, and maybe some chakra as well. All right, because Angel God of Konan, even without her breakthroughs, required chakra to scale up. You could go for Winter Festival Daidaro. That's actually kind of interesting and fun, but his weakness once again is control. So both of them will have control. Takakaran's okay. So that new Hugo, State 2 Curse Mark, the new Hugo here, he's okay. I mean, I'll go over his abilities right now just to see, but it's really not that powerful. It's just second tier, third tier, probably third tier, 2.5 tier. Who knows? But yeah, let's go over his abilities real quick. Like the mysteries is unavoidable damage Earth to all units in the opponent's lineup, which is actually a team, not the field. Cause repulse and irremovable no cheating, which means no buff getting, which neglects immunity for 1 round to only 1 unit. the one they select. Each time this skill is executed, increase chakra cost by 20. Now, why would you do that? Let's actually go over to the bottom passive. At the beginning of every round, generates a shield based on 15% of resistance, which is okay. But additionally, for every 10 chakra the lineup consumes, increase Jugo's ninjutsu and critical rate by 12%. So that's why the chakra cost is a good thing. It's a double-edged sword, though, because getting chakra is difficult. But you could have... So note that the wording is that for every 10 chakra ninjas in your lineup consumes... Ninjas in your lineup consumes. That means Jugo gets... if another ninja in your team uses chakra, Jugo gets scaling. So it's not just Jugo using chakra. So you could try to build some really crazy team that uses a lot of chakra here. You can maybe like Shira, and then I'll put Jugo here, and you can somehow have two other ninjas that create a lot of chakra somehow. Maybe like a Windmain that generates a lot of chakra with her skills, or maybe just a ninja that generates chakra whenever your lineup uses chakra. Yeah, that's probably the one to go for. But yeah, this could lead to a humongous amount of ninjutsu scaling. So if hypothetically, if we threw in Shira and him, and they increase their chakra cost to 100 each, that's 200 chakra. And for somehow able to get 200 chakra for a round, like by round 5, you get 100 chakra for sure, and you have to generate another 20 chakra. That's like a 200 chakra, right? 200 chakra, and then you increase your ninjutsu by 200. So 20 times 12 is 400 and hold on. Yeah, 12 times 20, 40 plus. Man, I can't math today. What's 200? Okay, 240%. There we go. Scaling, and that's on ninjutsu and critical rate. However, his abilities is tied in ninjutsu, so it's only about 120%, but that's pretty good, right? That's above Sasuke. Yeah. But this is like infinite illusion tactics, if you really want to do this. Maybe for the mystery, because he does unavoidable... He hits everybody, right? So he hits everybody in the lineup and has pretty good scaling. It's really hard to say if he's going to be better than Edo Madara with Christmas Kushina. Probably, maybe. It's hard to say. He has both the scaling from Christmas Kushina and Edo Madara put together. I just don't know if it's better. If you can somehow activate this. Man, alright, I'm getting too much into Jugo, but he is a Katsuki member, and you could support him with Angel God Konan, alright? But in normal battles, you probably wouldn't do this. Okay, for other ninjas that are Akatsuki that might go with Angel God Konan, I mean, we mentioned Obito. 6 Passive Pain is actually pretty decent here. Yeah, because they have a low knockdown, which is great, because Angel God Konan does a knockdown repulse chase. So yeah, 6 Passive Pain could be supported here. One of her abilities with the breakthroughs is actually lowering the amount of chakra it costs to use some of these abilities. And since 6 Passive Pain uses 2 Mysteries abilities in one round, it's actually pretty strong, pretty decently strong. Also, Black Zetsu is kind of fun. Absorbing a lot of chakra. If it's a Jinchuriki, you can absorb all chakra, suppress immunity, immobilize, and it's guaranteed. Also suppress healing too. When the selected units guarantee immobilize, yeah, it suppresses immunity. So yeah, this happens even without. I think this happens even without control. Even if you have lower control. All right. Okay. Greninja Obito also good with this. Okay. That should be most of the ninjas that you guys can look for. So let's go over the abilities now. Okay, so let's go from top to bottom. Pretty easy. The mystery attack is 3 combo and tag up to 9 in the field, causes high float, right? The +2 increases the damage by 30%, increases the number of people hit to 12 on the field, so this is more of a field attack. Causes high float, suppress super armor until the end of the round, and irremovable tag, which neglects immunity to the selected unit. So you can cause irremovable tag to one guy, but you can cause tag to everyone else. That's okay. That might be in a 1v1. That might be ideal situation. And I'm saying that's because the +2 here also has attack the front row, cause irremovable tag, and which neglects immunity. So you might want to aim for someone who's not in the front row to have extra tags. Right, that's okay. That also reduces your cooldown, mystery cooldown by 1. So this is pretty decent. You should be able to have your mystery cooldown by 1 every single round. Yeah, but let's go over the Y skill first, and then we can talk about the chase that helps with the standard attacks, which helps with the mystery. So it's a kind of triangle link, or like a triple link really. Okay, so the Y skill is unavoidable damage. I mean, both of them are unavoidable. No 30% increase. Also hits 3 combo, tag 9 units instead of 12. Causes high float and suppress super armor. So it's suppressing super armor is the thing until the end of the next round to one guy. All right. And additionally, for 1 round, all units in your lineup will have their critical rate increased by 25% and will recover their HP by 25% of the damage dealt. So this could be a support thing. You can increase the critical rate and give them some scaling, right? So that's kind of nice, some leech as long as they're still alive. But yeah, that healing could help. Suppressing super armor could help. Tag is okay-ish. And increasing critical hits by 25% is... I mean, if you really wanted that, you could probably throw in Chinese Naruto here, but I guess there are some other abilities that she has as a support that might really help out the Akatsuki members. So, I don't know. You have to activate the mystery before you increase that critical rate for as a support. So it's a little bit harder compared to other more simple supports that just gives critical rate. But it's a nice thing to have, I guess, if you want to deal more damage, just in general. All right. Okay, the +2 standard attack we just mentioned is reducing mystery cooldown by 1, neglects immunity. The Y skill doesn't neglect immunity with tag. It only has a chance of causing knockdown and reducing mystery cooldown by 1. So it's only a chance, not a high chance like the +2 was. And then whenever the skill is executed, she receives level 2 super armor. So this is when you don't really care about her mystery as much and you're using this as a support for other abilities below. All right, well, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean later on. Like her mystery is okay, but that's not the major support ability that you would look for if you use her as a support. Now, the chase is knockdown repulse. So normally it's just knockdown repulse 10 combo, but with +2 it's knockdown repulse 10 combo and immobilize. Oh wait, hold on. This also immobilizes. All right, so knockdown repulse, immobilize and 10 combo. The +2 does the same thing, but she gets an extra standard attack. Can be triggered twice per round. So if you manage to activate the chase 2 times, you'll get 2 extra standard attacks, which means you can technically reduce your mystery cooldown up to 3 times, which means you could even activate your mystery again in the same round. So you'll activate your mystery, you have a 3-round cooldown, you attack with your standard attack 3 times because of your chase, if that happens to work, and you'll be able to use your mystery cooldown right away, or your mystery right away. Queue it ahead of time. That's actually nice. You only really need to do this once. Remember, this is only a high chance of causing knockdown. So combo does matter as a stat, guys. Yeah, especially for Angel God of Konan right now. Okay, so this is pretty necessary. What's the Y skill then? Knockdown high, or chase and attack knockdown or high, which is interesting. Knockdown or high is interesting. I don't really know where exactly you would go with this, but I suppose I don't know. I don't know if Hidan causes high. They seem to cause repulse, not really high, so it's hard to say. But yeah, causes repulse 10 combo, steals all current standard attacks of the unit. Ooh. See, now this is support. This is causing knockdown, and this skill never misses. So what do we have that causes knockdown? It doesn't even have to be Akatsuki at this point because you're stealing standard attacks, right? Let's see. Edo Madara chases himself, though. If you have him as a position 1, it doesn't work. 6-Pass Naruto chases himself as well. So that also doesn't work. But she doesn't. She causes high float with her mystery, right? So that's oh, okay, I see. That's what's going on here. She causes high float. Okay, unavoidable high float. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, so unavoidable high floats, and then she chases knockdown or high float and causes repulse and steals all standard attacks. So she does chase herself with the Y skill. Now I see what's going on, but she can't use her mystery every single round is the problem. So here's the thing. If you're in a battle with 6-Pass Naruto, right, and you somehow steal all the standard attacks, well, it does not mean that you're able to, well, first of all, this one doesn't cause immobilize, so it doesn't stop Six Fast Naruto from using his mystery. Now, it does steal the standard attacks of the unit, but if you use another mystery, like Wind Main, to reset your mystery, your opponent's Six Fast Naruto will have another standard attack again, and then he might be able to reset his mystery. So, even though that's decent, even though that's strong, it's not quite enough. You might want to have another ninja, and we'll have a lot of future ninjas that cause knockdown or high, right? Just with their mystery or something. Uh, but yeah, if you steal a lot of standard attacks, you'll be able to hit the front row. Even though this is pure Tai and ninjutsu attacks, and you do scale on the bottom, because even in the normal Konan abilities, she does scale ninjutsu only. So she's only getting half scaling. But if you're getting a lot of standard attacks, you can hit the front row a lot of times, and well, maybe defeat your opponent by just spamming them with standard attacks. That could work too. That's very interesting. So you could probably run like let's see, stealing all standard attacks. You could probably use every single one of your mysteries, every mystery that you can find. Maybe like three your other three units. You'd probably have to use one of your mysteries before in round one or something, possibly. But if you don't, you manage to use all your mysteries in round three, round two. I mean, you can use you can use position 2, 3, and 4 mysteries. Give Six Pass Naruto his standard 3 extra standard attacks plus his normal 1 extra standard attack, and then you can steal it. And remember, when you use your mystery on Konan, that's another standard. That's another standard attack on Six Pass Naruto. So that's 5 standard attacks in total that you can steal. So after you use your mystery, Six Pass Naruto gets that 1 extra standard attack, and then your mystery activates the chase, and you steal 5 standard attacks from Six Pass Naruto. So that's possible. Huh. But it has to work. It has to really actually work. So, you gotta have somebody who maybe you can have somebody who causes high, and that's not just Konan or something. We'll have to figure that out in the future. But this stealing standard attack thing is pretty decent against Six Fast Naruto. Now against Edo Madara, I mean, I guess you can stop Edo Madara. Edo Madara can also stop you with Fear, because Fear doesn't hit your immunity status, but it does. No, it kind of does. Yeah, Fear can stop you from using your standard attacks, which could be a huge problem, because no matter how many extra standard attacks you get, you won't be able to use your standard attacks. So, yeah, that could be a problem here. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, if you fight against Tendo's Obito, Tendo's Obito has the passive attack, so it's not like you can. It's all good, and Obito's immune to pure ninjutsu, and then Susanoo Shisui will just overpower you. So yeah, it's still not on that level, but it's still pretty good against anything else, and you have a chance to fight against Six Pass Naruto's if that's what is usually in your server, right? All right, the +2. Let's go with the passives now. As a support, whenever Konan's alive, okay, in the 3-star version gives Akatsuki ninjas attack and ninjutsu increased by 20%. The +2 gives 30%, but their mystery chakra cost decreases by 20, which is actually pretty awesome. And there's a whole list of ninjas we can mention here. For example, not with breakthroughs. Let's take a look at Akatsuki, right? We'll see. Edo Sasori doesn't take any chakra. Zetsu already doesn't. Well, I mean, 60 chakra with his other one. I mean, literally everything. Hidan, if you used Hidan. Let's see. Green Ninja Orochimaru, kind of. It's not like the major thing. Kisame would help here. Lowering the amount of chakra he needs to use by 20. That's awesome. You just get 100 chakra and then just blitz everybody. And you can, yeah, Kisame, that could work. Kisame and Angel God of Konan is a stronger pair now. Rinnegan Sasuke, a little bit, if you're still using the +2 mystery, or if you don't have, yeah, if you don't have the mystery fully broken through, that could work. Green Church, I mentioned, Daidara, kind of. I mean, lowering your mystery cooldown is by 20, chakra cost by 20 is actually pretty decent for the. Okay, yeah, Takakaran, cost 20, could be 0. Jugo, okay, if you don't want the chakra usage, I guess that could work. Rinner Festival, I mean, yeah, literally everything here, most of the things. Green Ninja Obito particularly, because you might have to, gain chakra through some sort of, I don't know, some way in your team. You can replace that with Angel God of Konan's thing, and Obito can just be interrupted. So Green Ninja Obito allows people to be interrupted but still use the mystery again. And Angel God of Konan lowers your chakra cost by 20. So that literally means Great Angel Obito cannot be interrupted. I mean, he can be interrupted, but he can use this mystery right after you interrupt him, which is actually really good. Awesome. I think Susanoo Shisu is the only one who can stop that, or like people who increases mystery cooldowns, right? Takesugetsu, ninjas like that. But this could give you some immunity to interrupting your Great Angel Obito layout. That could be fun. That's something I would probably try if I do manage to get Angel God of Konan to 4 stars. All right, Susanoo Itachi will have breakthroughs in the future for sure. Yeah, we'll come to see what they are. Yeah, once again, 6 pass. The 6 pass of Renegon, Pain, Tendo. He uses 2 mysteries, which cost chakra, and reducing that chakra cost actually means reducing 40 chakra, which is required for you to use his mystery 2 times. So that's a pretty big deal, right? And then Black Zetsu, of course, as well. So yeah, that ability alone is pretty awesome as a support, especially when you're trying to use, I don't know, blitz or at least like interrupt or something in round 1. Which is pretty important. Round 1, like the battle can start from round 1. Okay, so let's go back to skill trials. It's the +2. All right, so you increase everybody's stats by attacking ninjutsu by 30% for Akatsuki, and also chakra cost by 20 for Akatsuki. Now the other wide version is that it's more about scaling. So whenever Konan's on the field, the Akatsuki ninjas in your lineup will have standard attack and chase damage increased by 25%. This skill is still active even when Konan is defeated, which means when she dies, it's a permanent effect for all Akatsuki units to have their standard attack and chase damage increased by 25%. Now, one thing that you want to mention is if you do have Kenichiro or Shimaru on the field, the summons that he gets is not affected by this. All right. He probably is affected by the +2 ability with attack and ninjutsu increase, because you're increasing attack and ninjutsu before they're summoned. But this ability only affects Akatsuki ninjas, so that includes summons for sure. So yeah, standard attack and chase increased by 25%. That's actually a multiplier, and that's actually not bad at all. So you can have like 100% attack and ninjutsu increase from some other effects for your Genichiro or Chimaru, or I mean for your, I don't know, some other Akatsuki member. But then you'll multiply that. Now you have 200% attack and ninjutsu because you added 100% attack and ninjutsu. You'll multiply that damage by 25%, which is basically the same thing as adding another 50% attack and ninjutsu, kind of. And that is actually not bad, right? If you're really scaling this, it's actually really helpful, really powerful. Okay, but then you have the +2. All right, so the bottom passive. Konan has super armor. She already had super armor, and then for every chakra you have, you increase ninjutsu and combo rate by 1%, up to 100%, which is not bad. It's Kakuzu level scaling, but it's just ninjutsu and combo. And then the +2 gives up to 200%. So for every chakra, you get ninjutsu and combo rate by 2%. It's doubled, which actually makes her pretty strong. All right. Now this is pure ninjutsu. Remember, there's a lot of ninjas that can block this. For example, Rin can block the first mystery attack. Edo Itachi can block the first mystery attack because it's pure ninjutsu. Edo Mata is not affected. Tendo's Obito is not affected. 6-Pass Naruto might be affected here, so that's actually not too bad. I think she can take on 6-Pass Naruto if you're careful. If you have something like Edo Itachi Breakthroughs, that could help you out there with. But yeah, this scaling with ninjutsu is actually pretty awesome. Of course, you do most of your damage with mystery, but you could go with a standard attack as well. It's half as effective, but you with your other abilities that we've already seen with extra standard attacks, and yeah, getting extra standard attacks, and then reducing your mystery cooldown. I guess you can base your attack on standard attack and just hitting the front row. People will not expect that from Angel God of Konan, but they will have to learn to respect that if they don't plan for a frontal attack. Like these days, people don't really plan for a frontal attack because it's all area or a line damage, or a horizontal or vertical line damage. Angel God of Konan hits the front row, and you can try to make her hit the front row many times, and just maybe deal a lot of damage to someone else's position one. I guess that could work, right? But yeah, the scaling will help. This double scaling is similar to having attack and ninjutsu increased by 1%, for your standard attacks, but it is double for your mystery. Okay, the Y skill is so super armor, right? Every chakra your lineup has increases ninjutsu by 1% and combo rate by 2%. So combo rate by 200% basically guarantees your standard attack. Also stops 6 fast Naruto from I think it can stop 6 fast Naruto from activating his 15 chase to decrease his mystery cooldown. It could be detrimental to 6 fast Naruto, but chances are you're going to use more than one mystery than Angel God of Konan. But it's something to keep in mind when you're fighting 6 fast Naruto. I think this ninja could work against 6 fast Naruto if you understand all the abilities and how each one works. Okay, on top of that, deal 30% more damage to units suffering from tag. So here's a setup you guys can try, right? Dealing more damage to people who are suffering from tag. Maybe you're aiming for somebody, so you could try to cause tag. First of all, let's say your mystery is your mystery is the one that you really want to use as your damage dealer, right? So you have a 30% increased damage here in mystery, and then you'll have tag. Tagging decreases defense resistance by 30%, maybe 30%. Forgot the exact amount, right? So you have tag decreasing defense resistance. You have 30% damage multiplier. You'll have, let's see, this knockdown repulse. You'll have, okay, this Y skilling. Okay, let's add this attack, standard attack, and chase. Okay, let's add the scaling, 30% attack and ninjutsu increase, and then you also have the ninjutsu and combo scaling. Let's say you max it out at 200% ninjutsu and combo rate. So the 200% ninjutsu, 230% because of the scaling here. Then you'll have your mystery at 230% times 1.3, and if you add, okay, actually if you do instead of this, if you do this, okay, all right. Sorry, I messed up a little bit. This is you can only choose one or the other. So actually, your ninjutsu increased by 100%, but you also deal 30% more damage. If you add it to the mystery, it's also it's 60% more damage. So you're gonna have a 100% ninjutsu increase, and 30% from this passive ability, and then you add it in to something like 160% times 1.6. I forgot the math, but it's a lot of skilling. It's a lot of multiplier skilling. And if you've learned enough about, if you know about math. Okay, guys, I got cut off because I started being a math professor. All you need to know is you want an even amount of scaling for attack and ninjutsu, as well as an even amount of damage increase. So dealing 30% more damage, you want the same amount of that as much as the same amount as that of that with the same amount of attack and ninjutsu increase. Right, that gives you the best results for damage. And there's a lot of ways you can set this up. So let me give you a pretty standard setup for these breakthroughs. Unavoidable damage increased by 30%. We're going to go with this, the 30% unavoidable damage tag. That his irremovable tag neglects immunity. Right, that I like that one. This Y skill is not bad. The critical rate increase, it's not bad at all. Also healing too. But I think you're trying with this ninja. You probably because this ninja has no control or has little control defense. You kind of want to blitz it out. So you're probably going to stick with this +2. You probably get controlled before you worry about healing. So yeah, we're gonna go with the +2. All right. As for the standard attack, we're gonna go with the super armor versus that. Yeah, let's go with the +2 as well. So +2, +2. The chase, you can get extra standard attack, or you could go for this knockdown or high and repulse, but the skill never misses. See, stealing all standard attack. If you are a position 1, you want a +2. If you are position 2 or 3 or 4 as a support, you want a Y because you can steal standard attacks. It's pretty awesome. Okay, the +2 passive. Let's see. For the passive, should we have? Yeah, probably chakra decreases, more like it. This is good for damage, but this is good for. Okay, I think it depends on your team. If you want to use a lot of if you have Greninja or Obito on your field or something and you want to really use that, you could do this. But actually, I would go for the Y in normal teams. But that doesn't mean +2 is any worse. It's actually sometimes better. But yeah, we're gonna go +2, +2, +2 Y, and the last one, we're gonna go for let's see. increased ninjutsu, or dealing 30% more damage to units suffering from tag. You know, you do have to mystery, like after you mystery, you cause tag. So this effect only happens after one of your attacks. Now, hopefully that's your standard attack, but there are some dodges around here. So it's a little bit hard to say which one is actually better. In 1 versus 1, perhaps we're going to go +2. In 3 versus 3, perhaps we can go Y because there's a higher chance of causing tag to people. Yeah. It's hard to say which one's actually best, so either one really works. But you have to set your team around gaining more chakra, or gaining a little bit less chakra, but trying to increase your chances of having a tag. So either one works, to be honest. But I'll go with +2 for now, but they're pretty much even. So that's kind of the setup. Let's think about some teams we can throw in here. Green George Shimaru. I mean, I've kind of already mentioned a whole bunch, but I'll mention like a couple teams that you guys can go for. I've got a group application, which I'll accept in a second. So, you guys can't see it here, but this is Angel God Konan up here. For the free-to-play people, even normal Edo Itachi could work here, just for the control. SwagBucks, Takasugatsu could be here. He was given out, I think, or no, I don't know if he was given out, but he's cheap enough to get for pretty easily. You can have Root with Lightning Main, but you can also have Earth Main on here as well to generate chakra. Maybe Earth Main, because to generate like chakra and have them all in the front row like this. Yeah, that could work too. Okay, so this is a more free-to-play version. For Akatsuki, let's go super free-to-play and see if we can make a good team out of that first. I mean, okay, first of all, Rinnegan Sasuke would be nice. Fear. But you can actually also activate the Chaos version, because the Chaos version also drains chakra, right? So you could do a team like that. Let's say Kisame as well. So either Kisame or Angel God Konan could be position 1 here in a 3 versus 3 scenario, even a 2 versus 2 in decisive bonds. You could go for both, and Kisame could probably go for, because Angel God Konan has like reducing mystery chakra cooldown to 0, right? So Kisame could go scale as much as possible as a position 1, or the other way around and you flip the breakthroughs. But yeah, any other Katsuki member could be in this sort of a team. One thing I'm also considering, I mean, okay, Green Ninja Madara might be okay for like 3 versus 3 scenarios with breakthroughs, but that's not too free to play. Earthgrudge Kakuzu here. I mean, nowadays that's actually, yeah, that's actually a, I don't know. We can bring that guy back. Because he only gives it to a Katsuki member, so we could bring something like this back, and maybe not have a Katsuki member in there. We can have Rin, right? Just have not a Katsuki, just have like a Rin here to protect yourself against mystery attacks. That could work, right? And then yeah, we'll just have like a maybe Water Main, Earth Main, something like this. Protect yourself, get an extra standard attack, remove all debuffs from both Rin, and Earthgrudge Kakuzu gives extra standard attack. This could solve a lot of the standard attack problems that you might have, because the mystery requires 2 standard attacks to be able to use the next round, because it is a 3-round cooldown. So yeah, this Earthgrudge Kakuzu could be your savior. What else is there that we can throw in here? Nagato, kind of. Not exactly the best thing to go think for, but let's go for Akatsuki again, see what else we could pull in. Swimsuit Konan. No, I mean, we already have Konan, so it doesn't work. Zetsu. Alright, so if you really like Zetsu, yeah, Zetsu could be, you could probably throw this in with Zetsu and increases attack ninjutsu or something like that. Yeah, kind of. Okay, we also want to mention the Hidans here. All Hidans, and Possessed Hidan has breakthroughs, and they are actually fairly powerful. Not meta, but fairly powerful, that you guys can use as a sort of a risky team. And it causes a lot of tag, like Angel God Konan causes a lot of tag across the field in 3 versus 3. So Hidan could deal humongous amount of damage to those guys. Yeah, if you want to be a supporting team, if you're not as strong, you could try something like this, right? Rinnegan Sasuke, kind of. I mean, Rinnegan Sasuke drains chakra, though. It's not the best one to go for. Okay, I need to go out of here because there's some Akatsuki units I haven't that I actually don't have on this account. That would be actually really good. So, some other teams. Let's see what else we could throw in with Akatsuki. Here it is. So these are the ninjas I have. Model ninjas I don't have. As a team, maybe okay. So remember how we have Angel God Konan. We have super armor, no control, but Granger Obito can remove somebody from the field, right? So you can wait for the next round, probably with like Earthmane or something. So you could probably run something like Edo Itachi, Granger Obito, and Edo Itachi with breakthroughs, hopefully, but the status reflect is really helpful. Then you can use Granger Obito, who costs 0 chakra. Also, I think Edo Itachi breakthroughs, I think also has this. I'm almost there on this account, but Edo Itachi breakthroughs, I believe, increase the skill chakra cost by 20 each time it's used, and so you can lower the amount of chakra that you have to use with each Angel God Konan. You could do that with other Akatsuki members too, if there's any. I think Edo Itachi is the main one for now, but yeah, this could be helpful. You can use 2 in the same round too, so it's gonna cost you less chakra. So you can use 0 chakra and then 0 chakra. So yeah, in round 1 you'll have 0 chakra Edo Itachi 2 times. Pretty awesome, right? Using the skill if you have the +2. So that's something that I just noticed too. It's a lot of things that you guys can do. Like if you guys have some ideas, throw it in the comments, because we're really looking for those team ideas. That's double Edo Itachi 2 times. You can dream some people 2 times is actually pretty strong, as long as they're not immune to status. Not everyone's immune to status. I mean, okay. What else do I not have that could be nice? Yeah, Akatsuki. So yeah, you probably want to throw Edo Itachi with this. Like Edo Itachi is just so important here because control. There's nothing else to say. I wanted to throw in Kimetto Itachi, but it wouldn't work. Black Zetsu, if you have him, does actually work pretty well here. Yeah, causing 0 chakra. But yeah, six that's the pain. We talked about Tendo. I mean, if you want to make a team with Tendo, maybe throw him, Angel God Konan, Mio Chikasoto, and then Earthmane. Something like that could work. That's a random team, but yeah, normally people have a Katsuki or Shinkakuzu these days, so I guess, I mean, he doesn't really cause any combo, he doesn't really chase anything, so I guess you could use this mystery for 0 chakra. That could be a thing. That's a thing for a lot of 20 chakra people, right? You can throw any of these guys on the field and they'll use 0 chakra with Angel God Konan. So yeah, I mean that's Tendo. The first one is 0 chakra. The second one is 20 chakra. That's a really good deal. Okay, I think that should be enough mentioned. I don't have Angel God Konan quite yet. I'm gonna get him just for the sake of videos. But if you don't have a position 1 ninja yet, and you got Edomato for free because that's what you get for starting a new account, then focus on your Edomato first. He's better. He suppresses super armor with his standard attack. Now, Angel God Konan does have like the level 2 super armor thing, but if you're fighting in Sage, you don't know who you're fighting, and so you probably won't be putting on the level 2 super armor thing. I would say Edomato is still better, just in general. He's immune to status, and it's probably the number 1 thing that makes him better. He heals. I mean, okay, he can get tagged, but like technically that tag isn't that big of a deal. It's only useful for Angel God of Konan's abilities or Heidan. And Edomato is immune to ninjutsu, so Edomato still beats out Angel God of Konan even with her breakthroughs. But in 3 vs 3, it's hard to say. You might want to kill a lot of the team and then maybe special activate Granger Obito or something like that. Some sort of special tactic you guys can try. Okay, guys. I think that should be it. Anyone from the Discord want to mention some stuff? Let's see. Any last comments, guys? Okay, I think that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed everything, and I think that should be it. If I actually get her breakthroughs, or if you guys want to, I don't know, let me borrow your account, and if you have those breakthroughs, I'll make a arena video with some teams on it. Other than that, see you guys next time.